departure for the mini route at Southeast Ramp, ready to taxi with Quebec.
For 737 Alpha Zulu, runway 29 right, taxi via Juliet.
Runway 29 right via Juliet, 7 Alpha Zulu.
From 122 Whiskey Mike, I got a VFR primary target to your 11 o'clock on 5 miles. Appears to be southeast bound and maneuvering, type and altitude unknown.
We'll look for traffic, 122 Whiskey Mike. Joshua approach, 122 Whiskey Mike, airfield in sight.
From 122 Whiskey Mike, keep your squawk code, contact Mojave Tower 127.6.
Same code, 27.6, 122 Whiskey Mike. Mojave Tower, 122 Whiskey Mike, 10 miles west at 7,500.
Number 122 Whiskey Mike, Mojave Tower, make straight in, runway 8, report 4 mile final, wind calm.
Runway 8, report 4 mile final, 122 Whiskey Mike.
And Tower, just to confirm, Diamond 6750 Hotel, are we clear, touch and go?
6750 Hotel, affirmative, runway 35 left, clear for the option, make left traffic, report midfield each time.
Alright, option left traffic will report midfield 50 Hotel.
United T58, descend via OCO1 arrival, report leaving flight level 370, and same Mach number.
All right, we'll descend via the OC1 arrival, and we'll report when vacating 370 or doing Mach 0.79er right now, United 258.
United T58, Roger, thank you. Maintain that speed or greater as long as practical.
All right, we'll maintain 0.79 or greater as long as practical, United 258.
Torrance Tower, Skyhawk Sound 37 Alpha Zulu, holding short runway 29 right.
For 737 Alpha Zulu, Torrance Tower, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff, proceed northeast bound until outside Bravo Air Cushion, until outside Delta airspace.
Clear for takeoff, runway 29 right to the northeast until clear of Delta airspace. 7 Alpha Zulu.
Yeah, and Tower, Diamond 6750 Hotel is midfield.
50 Tower, runway 35 left, clear for the option.
Could be option 35 left, 50 Hotel.
Delta 828, maintain Mach 0.70 less.
0.70 less for Delta 828.
Mojave Tower, 122 Whiskey Mike, 4 mile final.
2 Whiskey Mike.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take about an hour flight going from Oceano, where we landed last time, and we're going to fly up this way, follow some airways like we did last time till we get over here, and then we're going to follow Interstate 5 down to, we're going to pick up a radio from Shafter. 210 radio comes out this way, and when we cross that radio, if you remember, the needle will swing through the center when we cross it. Then we're going to turn towards Bakersfield, and we're going to land at Bakersfield. It's an hour or 116.8 miles as it's laid out here. In 52 minutes. Should be a short, fun little flight. We're going to fly at 5,500 feet. And right now we're sitting right here on the ramp at Oceano. Going to be taking off runway 29. So we're going to be taxiing down here, across the runway, continue taxiing down here, do a run up, and take off. And when we take off, we're going to be staying on the runway heading, go out over the ocean, basically come up here to about this little peninsula sticking out here. And that's going to be this point right here, at which point we'll be catching this radio that extends down this way. And the needle will center, and we'll just follow that needle, follow this Victor airway. Alright. And when we get to Bakersfield, we're more than likely going to be landing on 30 right. And we're going to be parking over here. Okay, got something new to show you this week. This is my active sky. Showing us we got a little bit of cloud cover. Not bad. Everybody's reporting just scattered or whatever. San Luis Obispo is reporting overcast at 2,900. We're going to be flying above most of all this. We might have to fly through a few clouds, but we can manage. We're going to be using autopilot again today, just like we did last time. Alright, let's jump in the airplane. Done my walk around, everything's good. Got plenty of fuel. As you can see, it's pretty yucky looking up there. It looks like we got somebody else sitting here. Cool. Looks like I'm gonna have to push my airplane back a little bit. Alright. Guess we can do that. Put on our tow bar. Swing our plane out around. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's jump in the airplane. Close the door. Fasten the seatbelt. Fuel valve to both. Cowl flaps open already. Got somebody walk around. I always open it up. Make sure there's no bird's nests or anything in there. Alright. Fuel mixture to full rich. Battery on. Fuel pump on for 5 seconds. Watch the fuel flow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Crack the throttle 1/4 inch. Make sure nobody's around. Clear prop. Oil pressure's coming up. 1,000 RPM. Need the mixture out for ground so we don't follow the spark plugs. Put the flaps up. Another plane back here. Somebody else on pilot edge. Alright. Alternator on. Batteries charging. Avionics on. Going up to 5,500 feet. Set the autopilot. Should come in for all this, huh? See, I'm setting the autopilot for 5,500 feet. We're going to set the heading bug for runway 29 here at Oceano. We're going to follow that out over the ocean. Turn our transponder on. Okay, let's see. Set the altitude to 14 feet. Okay, our first nav radio we're going to set is 114.3. So we're going to put that in here. 114.3. Put that over the active frequency. We're 34.2 miles away. And we're going to set this needle for 358. That's the radial we're going to catch. We're going to fly this heading till this needle comes in, and we're going to fly that needle. This one we're going to set to 117.1. And we're picking that up already too. And we're going to set this for 77. Starting to move. Somebody else on pilot edge. See if we can pick up the ATIS at San Luis Obispo.
Overcast. Temperature 13. Dew point 10. Altimeter 299er. Arriving and departing runway 29er. RNAV runway 29 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Kilo. San Luis County Regional Airport, ATIS information Kilo. 0427 Zulu. Wind 290 at 4. Visibility 10. Ceiling 3000 overcast. Temperature 13. Dew point 10. Altimeter 299er. Arriving and departing runway 29er. RNAV runway 29 approach.
So 3000 overcast, huh? Well, it is what it is. We'll be flying through it. Right. One, 227 is CTAF here. Temperature's good. Alright, we can start our taxi. Oceana traffic, Cessna 7365 Whiskey, taxiing to runway 29. Oceana. Alright. Parking brake off. Brake test. Brakes work. See anybody coming in. But is it safe? Runway heading into over shore. I always have a habit of staying on the right side of that line. It's a habit I've picked up for driving in the United States for 50 years. Alright, here we are. Temperature's in the green. Pressure's in the green. Mixture rich. Whoops. Close these windows. Put headphones on. Mixture rich. Up to 1800. Temps green, pressure's in the green. Vacuum's in the green, charge is good. Manifold pressure's in the green, fuel flow's in the green. Mag check. Left mag. 50 RPM drop, back to both. Right mag. 50 RPM drop, back to both. Test it. Alternator, make sure it works. Yep. Hey. Prop cycle. RPM drop. Yep, back to full. Oil pressure drop and then recover. Yep, back to both. Back to full. Manifold pressure rises. Yep. Back to full. Idle to stop. Make sure the engine don't quit. Yeah, we're good. Back to 1,000. Right. Landing light on. Strobe light on. Oceano traffic, Cessna 7365 Whiskey, taking off runway 29, departure to the west at 7,500, Oceana. And I decided to go to 7,500, so I just raised that up. Alright. Heels on the floor. Rock and roll. Full throttle. Green, green, green. 40. 50. 60. 70. Rotate. Oh. Yank it off the ground. Back to top of the green. Prop off the red line. 23. Looking for that needle to come in. Pitch for 90. Keep it on that heading bug. that nose down. Turn the autopilot on. Put my heading bug. Arm the altitude. Throttle back in. Get that fuel mixture, get the fuel flow down to the top of the green. $2,500. Comes the needle. And there's the clouds. Okay, we're going to intercept this radio. Hopefully we come out of it pretty soon. 3,500 feet. Push the throttle back in. We're losing manifold pressure. Laid off, I guess. 4,100 feet. Here comes that radio. $4,500 feet. go. Made it to the top. Hopefully it's not like this all the way to Bakersfield. $5,500 feet. More throttle, get it back up to the top of the green. Go ahead and arm the autopilot for the altitude. .1 miles, 28.0 miles to get to the end of this leg. Needle's starting to drift to the left a little bit. $6,500, 1,000 to go. That throttles all the way back in again, just to hold that 23 inches of manifold pressure. Up here, we'll be catching this radio. That's what this needle is. $7,100, 400 to go. Pilot missed it. That's pretty scary. The altimeter was off on the autopilot. That's why it was stopping at 7,600 instead of 7,500. Alright. Cow flaps closed. Do it this way this time. Closes the air vent to the engine, keeps it nice and toasty and warm. Because outside right now it's only 40 degrees. engine don't like cold. Let's see here. To our true airspeed, 4 degrees, 7,500. Right about there. 7,500 just to the plus of the 0. This is our true airspeed down here. Alright. Get this down to 20 inches. Fuel flow, pull the mixture back to 10 gallons an hour. And pull the prop back to 20. Okay, temp's good, pressure's good, vacuum's good, charge is good, cylinder head temp's good, plenty of fuel. Been in the air for 28, well, the engine started 28 minutes ago. That's what that really means. As soon as you start the engine, it starts counting. Fuel flow back up. Oh look, I can see the ground. Sweet. Ten miles to go. Guess I haven't been watching this very good. Let that needle get drifted away. Almost into this area. I think it's just a MOA, which we are allowed in. 22 should be swinging in here pretty soon. And maybe we'll drop back down to 5,500 now. Set the autopilot. Pull the throttle back to 15. And start our descent. Put that in here. 117.1 I'm going to put up here. So I can transfer that over to the other gauge. And then this one will be reading the same thing. Four mile to go. Here we go. Needle's coming in. Yeah, maybe if I drop down to 5,500, I can get below these clouds. Getting really close to the station, so I ain't gonna worry about this. And when that flag drops, then I'll turn to this heading at 77 degrees with the heading bug. Go ahead and turn now, I guess. There goes the needle. There's the flag. Just 77 degrees. Flip this. Now I'll just monitor that needle. And I can set this one . Set this one to 86. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be flying through a couple clouds here and there, but I ain't worried about it. I'm not flying IFR, but I ain't worried about it. Air traffic control can't tell if I'm flying through a cloud or not, so. Even if they do see me on radar, get my speed back up here. Back up to 20. Wasn't paying any attention. I'm yakking away. And besides, if you can see through the cloud, it's not really a cloud. Doesn't obscure my sight to the ground, which is the whole reason for not going in a cloud. You lose reference with the ground. Pass through the center now, I gotta chase it. Some desolate land out here. After I get out over this valley, then I'm going to drop down even further. That cloud just disappeared. That ain't right. About 17 miles to go before we turn from this heading to this heading. Alright, almost up to the valley. It looks pretty hazy. I think I'm gonna turn my nav lights and my taxi light on. Alright, we're almost within 10 miles of this leg. So we're going to stop chasing the needle. Get the flag, I'll turn to this heading, which is 89 degrees. $86, I mean. When we get this flag, we'll be over the station. Alright, we're over the valley. Drop it down a couple more thousand. Down to 35. Manifold pressure back to 15. And start our descent. Alright, everybody been doing the scan while I'm gone? Temp, pressure, vacuum, charge, manifold pressure, fuel flow, RPM, vertical speed, altitude. There's the needle. Well, this must not be right. I'm gonna turn to 86 and figure out what's going on here. $3,500. Manifold pressure back up to 20. Fuel flow to 10 gallon. Needles coming in now. Gonna start watching for Interstate 5. Turn this one to 115.4. Want to pick up 210 radio. When that needle swings, then it's time to head towards Bakersfield. It should be out here somewhere. Bakersfield is elevation 474, so roughly about 500. So the pattern altitude will be 1500. Is this the freeway? Kind of looks like it. No, I don't think so. I think that's an aqueduct. Yeah, that's an aqueduct or something. This might be it. Yeah, that's it. Right there. Yeah, that's the freeway. Okay, just waiting for this to swing in. Let's get Bakersfield up here. Bakersfield Tower 118.1. On 18.6 is Bakersfield. 8 is
is 30 left, 30 right. Visual approaches in use. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee. Meadows Field, Bakersfield, California. 8 is information Yankee. 0454 Zulu. Wind 290 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 8. Altimeter 299.4. Arriving and departing runways 30 left, 30 right. Visual approaches in use. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee. Meadows Field, Bakersfield, California. 8 is information Yankee.
alright, we got Yankee.
045.
Cessna 54 Whiskey, contact circle approach 128.1. Cessna 5954 Whiskey Circle approach advisory, have runway information, X-ray. Expect visual approach, runway 1, direction runway 20, left. Number 5 Whiskey, expect ILS.
Needle's not coming in yet. Yeah, set this to the same thing. Waiting for the needle to come in. We're going to go ahead and drop this down another 1,000 feet. Full throttle back. Start our descent. Okay, this, after we make the turn, we'll be southwest of the field. I don't see it.
Towers.
I don't see it yet.
We're clear of one's right at hotel, just right here, transient. Good.
07 Mike Sierra, thanks to parking via Alpha this frequency. Have a good day.
Okay, parking via Alpha. We'll see you good day. Thanks. Mike.
There's some traffic. Don't know if you can see it or not, but I can. Right there. No movement yet. Get that throttle back up. And we're not going to follow this needle. We're just waiting for it to cross, so we know when to turn towards the airport. There's traffic. There's the needle.
November fully Michael, contact local approach 128.1. November 5 for whiskey, fly heading 310, vector to final approach course. Bravo 20 fully Michael, local approach, joining altimeter to 998.
I think that's it right there. Bakersfield Tower, Cessna 7365 Whiskey, 10 miles southwest inbound for a full stop at 2,500. We have the weather.
Cessna 7365 whiskey, Bakersfield Tower, enter at base, runway 30 right, clear to land, wind 290 at 14.
Left base 30 right, clear to land, Cessna 7365 Whiskey. Alright. Back this throttle off. Alright, autopilot off. Anybody see this airport yet? Sit right there. Right there. Okay. First notch of flaps. Knots.
Alpha for the Mach 1, able to proceed direct to signal peak, direct to John Wayne.
Second notch of flaps. Knots.
For the Mach Roger, contact John Wayne Tower 119.9.
Showing Tower Navian 204 Lima Echo 1800 inbound with X-ray, closed traffic.
Navian 204 Lima Echo, John Tower, enter left downwind, runway 20 left, report the beam.
Alright, left downwind 20 left, we'll report a beam and then we're going to make this one a low approach, 204 Lima Echo.
Roger. Cessna 54 Whiskey, descend and maintain 3000.
See if I can grease this one in.
Cessna 54 Whiskey, affirmative, descend and maintain 3000.
Charlie Tower, helicopter 149er Tango X-ray.
Helicopter 429 Tango X-ray, John Tower.
8 Tower, helicopter 429 Tango X-ray, ACI West, like to hover taxi, taxiway hotel, join the pattern for 20 left.
Alright. So that wasn't a
Helicopter
greaser.
9 Tango X-ray, how taxi via hotel, cross runway 20 right at hotel.
Okay, hover taxi, runway 20 left via hotel, cross 20 right at hotel, Florida 29er Tango X-ray.
Alright. Welcome to Bakersfield.
Cessna 54 Whiskey, turn right, heading 010.
Nav light off, strobe light off, landing light. Guess I never had my landing light on. I had my taxi light on now. Oh well. Open the window. Open the window. Lean
Helicopter 9
ground.
Tango X-ray is holding short 20 left at hotel, we're ready.
Flaps up.
Helicopter 9 Tango X-ray, left, close traffic approved, runway 20 left at hotel, clear for takeoff.
20 left at hotel, clear for takeoff, left traffic's approved, 429 Tango X-ray, thanks.
Bakersfield Tower, Cessna 7365 Whiskey, off the runway at Juliet, taxi to the ramp.
Cessna 65 Whiskey, taxi to parking via Alpha, this frequency, have a good day.
Taxi via Alpha, stay this frequency, thank you very much, have a good evening. Alright.
Tango 14 miles to the east inbound, full stop with Mike, request Cat 2 rating.
Eclipse 647 Whiskey Tango, Sunrise Tower, make a straight into runway 29, report the 5-mile final for the Cat 2.
Report 5-mile final, remember 647 Whiskey Tango.
Eclipse 7 Whiskey Tango, verify that's runway 29.
Runway 29.
Cessna 54 Whiskey, fly heading 015. Helicopter 9 Tango X-ray, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
20 left, cleared option, 149 Tango X-ray.
Guess I'm just gonna park here by the tower.
Helicopter 429 Tango X-ray, request low approach on or hover in the midfield run.
Guess that was a taxi.
Helicopter 9 Tango X-ray, good low approach.
Clear the approach, helicopter 9 Tango X-ray.
Showing Tower 204 Lima Echo, a beam, 20 left.
Number 4 Lima Echo, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Fill for the option, 20 left for Lima Echo.
Helicopter 429 Tango X-ray, clearing 20 left hotel to the midfield.
Helicopter 9 Tango X-ray, roger. Cessna 54 Whiskey, turn right heading 100.
Eclipse Jet, November 647 Tango, 5 mile.
Eclipse 7 Whiskey Tango, runway 29, clear to land, winds 240 at 3.
Alright, there we go.
Cleared to RAN 7
Parking brake. Avionics off.
Cessna 54 Whiskey, turn right heading 170.
Tower Tower, Avion 204 Lima Echo, request short approach 20 left.
Mixture to cut off.
Lima Echo, make sure approach, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Clear for the option 20 left, 204 Lima Echo.
Cessna 54 Whiskey, 3.5 from
Magnet,
Hackham, maintain
Meadows off.
3000 until established on the localizer.
Alternator off, battery off.
Approach.
Fuel valve closed. Control lock. Open the door. Unplugged headphones. Okay, folks, there we go. Tomorrow we're going to be flying to Victorville from here. And there is a little fly-in tomorrow at Victorville. So I'm going to try to time it so that I can get some other traffic at the airport when we get there. So I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, be safe, be happy, blue skies. Till next time, see ya.
Cessna 54 Whiskey, Roger, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
November 142 Juliet, Camarillo Tower. You said you're to the northwest?
142 Juliet. We're southwest at 8 miles. Full stop landing.
Number 142 Juliet, roger. Enter the left downwind runway 26, Fort Midfield.
Left downwind, runway 26, report midfield. 142 Juliet.
Delta 828, descend via the OC1 arrival. Contact, actually disregard, just descend via the arrival and let me know when you leave flight level 290.
Mojave Tower 122.
Descend via the
Mike,
OC1
clear
arrival
runway
for
8
Delta
at Alpha.
828. You said to let you know when you're descending out of 290.
Delta 820, affirmative, descend via OC1 arrival, port leaving flight level 290.
Copy 828, descend out of 290.
Unit T58, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
35.5, United 258.
Transground.com B, IFR to Venus.
Talk on 321, ground request, standby.
Center, good afternoon. United 258, descending flight level 220 on the OC1.
Unit T58, LA Center, downwind altimeter 3009.
Copy to meter, United 258.
Delta 828, resume normal speeds.
Normal speed for Delta 828.
Unit T58, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, United 258.
Center Delta 828, departing, descending out of 290.
Delta 828, roger.
Mojave Tower 122 Whiskey Mike, clear runway 8 at Alpha.
Number 122 Whiskey Mike, taxi to the ramp via Charlie this frequency.
Taxi the ramp via Charlie. Stay here, 122 Whiskey Mike.
John Wayne Tower, Challenger, November 300 Bravo Zulu for a radio check.
Loud and clear.
Thank you.
Unit T58, contact circle approach 127.4, and no, I don't have to prove anything.
27.4, United 258.